No, go on. If you tell a story,
Yeah,
right,
just constantly.
and then the constant.
But
Right.
hold on.
So no, the first time that happened, right, I thought the person was being rude.
Yeah.
I thought they were like, all right, I want to tell it.
Carry on the boring story.
Yeah. All right. I was like, what do you want me to stop? But yeah, and then, so they do that. I don't know if it's an etiquette thing, but I've noticed they do it. And then because I was there for a long time, when I came back, people were talking to me. I'd go, yeah. Oh. They'll go, shut up! Tell him a story.
All right.
Yeah.
See, I don't know why I heard so much about Japan, but then also like a thing of etiquette is not eating in the street, isn't it? Apparently, if you buy something from a vending machine, you're eating it by that vending machine and then keeping it moving, so you don't like have a snack on the go.
Yeah. They don't do that.
And then I heard there's even like hardly any bins, like litter bins, to put any trash in. Because they're kind of trying to keep some harmonious environment. So certain times you end up just taking your trash home with you.
I don't remember that. I know something you can't do in Japan, which I think you should be able to do here. Blow your nose.
You can't.
You blow your nose because that's like farting.
Yeah.
You're getting rid of it.
I heard you're expected just to keep sniffing.
Yeah.
Sniff for as long
until
as
you're
possible.
on your own. So I remember walking on the tube.
Yeah.
And I just turned a corner. Someone was blowing their nose.
Yeah.
And then they saw me and they apologised to me.
Yeah.
They went sorry. And I was like, you better be. But yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like blowing your nose. But I think that's true. You just get talking and someone just brings their hand and goes, oh, come on, man.
Jokes. Okay, yeah, just back to some of these Debrets ones, and a lot of it's just stuff that you do know, but when it's written down and it's like, here's a guide of how you should do and what you should do, it makes it a little bit different.
Right.
I was actually reading that there was a time when it would have been rude to make introductions, mate. As in, by you making introductions, you're asserting that this person doesn't know the other people and kind of like they're an outsider. And it's like you're kind of reinforcing that this person's an outsider, they don't know the people here, I'll make the introductions.
Oh yeah, that's the point of introduction.
Well, yeah, but in a smaller society, it's kind of like you go to a family barbecue and then start introducing people to each other. It's like, what are you doing? No, we know each other. Do you get me?
No, but you want to introduce someone you don't know.
But this is my point. Just like way back, used to be a rude thing until it's turned all the way around, where now it's rude to not introduce people.
Okay, but we were talking about earlier on.
Yeah.
And you said, "Oh, look, there's dirt."
Yeah.
So he knows everyone. Let's say he knows everyone. So then you don't have to announce it. He shouldn't, or should he announce himself? Like what I was talking about earlier
it's
was
people who don't know each
introducing.
other. Yeah. Fair enough.
Blah blah.
Fair enough. But then
But
even the point there is that whether they know each other or not, the fact that you feel you must introduce them is like this person's brand new or this person's a stranger.
But
so
how
there was
about
some
in
negative
the
things to
terms
that.
if you know that person though, like not talking about the old times, talking about now.
Yeah. Now
you
you still need to introduce people. If you're a bunch of friends, no, you don't need to stop to to introduce
interrupt
anyone.
my story.
Even me, exactly. I'll be in the middle of my story and then I'll just fist bump. I'll spud someone who's turning up and carrying on my story because
you're cool. You're so cool, man. You'd be like, yeah, anyway. Yeah, what's up, man? As I was saying, so cool, Zach.
Yeah, so some more rules of things is that like some of this sounds antiquated now that I'm saying it, but men should be introduced to women. Yeah, so it's like exactly. Partners should be introduced separately, as in don't say here's the Watsons. It's like here's John and Mary Watson.
Yeah.
Always introduce them separately.
Here's the Watsons. Who's going to say that?
Mate, this is for the top brass.
Imagine, I want to do that now.
Yeah.
Because especially now, I've got
You've
friends
got
that are
friends
married.
who are married.
Yeah, imagine. It's just that's like dismissing them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just saying, they come as one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not the point of marriage, don't they?
But
it's your own fault for getting married. You only get one plate between you.
Here's the Watsons. What are their names? No, it's just Watson and Watson.
Yeah.
Watson 1, Watson 2.
Exactly. Here's a nice one actually. In Britain, well, it says in Britain. So apparently, you're not meant to give out business cards on meeting someone, but only when you're leaving. So it's kind of like just for the end, giving out a business card.
Imagine
but this
you
takes
just met someone, you're like, hey, I'm here to say it's my business
yeah.
card.
No, but mate, there are some situations that do end up like that. They have some
Social events. Maybe.
Social events, well, like networking. Networking. Then you'll do that. But in Japan, I heard that you better have a business card on you at all times. People are expecting.
And do you know about the business card as well?
I do know that when someone gives you a business card, you're meant to like spend your time reading it, looking over it, like it's the most amazing business card you've ever seen.
So you have to accept it with 2 hands.
All right.
And then,
a business card, a little bit of paper.
Yeah, 2 hands, man. And then like you said, you read it, and you have to put it nicely in your wallet. If you just put it in your pocket,
it's not good.
Forget about it.
I heard it has to go into your business card holder, or like if you're on a table, you put it like right in front of you on the table. Like
you know me, man.
Prominent place.
You know me.
Just folded it up, put it behind your ear.
I just waited till it was gone, and I was like, right, I don't have pockets. I'm just gonna hold it.
But when you were in Japan, did you have business cards?
Yeah.
So it's just a standard. Everyone better have their business card.
Yeah.
But then, how much info were you actually?
I never gave it back. I was given in my company. I was given like a big, massive box. Yeah. And I was, but I've always forgot to give them out. But that was the thing. Yeah, whenever you.
What do you mean? Someone gave you a box when you got there?
Yeah, my employer would give me a box, and then so whenever you're out, in town or what, and you're meeting people, just tell them about the company. Yeah. Just be like, I work for this company, this is my card, just in case you need the services.
See, our business card's still a big thing, because I do remember kind of like TV.
I guess I was working for a company
everyone would have business cards and everything, and if you represent the company, of course you've got to hand out your business card.
If you work for a private company, then you got to get your word around, innit?
But then, is it still a thing like that? I know in Japan, but elsewhere.
I don't know, man.
Right.
I don't have a card anymore. Do you? Should we make I've heard it both ways cards?
Some podcast presenter cards.
Yeah. That's why we didn't win the award. That's why we didn't win our award.
It's just cards.
Word of mouth.
And then travel. Then how are we going to get the cards out? Do we just have to keep going around and
just go
double-handed pass them over to people? Or can we kind of like guerrilla market them and just like fling
the strongest fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Public fan and just go.
Let them spread all over the place.
Just be on one place.
That's the one. Now, don't you know those like magicians and people who can like fling a playing card and make it stab into an apple?
No, that's kind of dangerous.
Well, you never seen that?
No.
If you fling a playing card in the right way, you could fling it hard enough that it would stick into an apple.
Okay.
Anyway, I can do it. No, I can't do that. I could do that. Let's put it that way.
As you could play for Nigeria and England
exactly.
And the apple. Okay.
I want to do that with the business cards, mate. Who's so skilled that they hit me with this piece of card? And then my name's right there. That's the one. All right, and then just one more. In the older days, it used to be a thing to like meet a married woman and kiss her hand. You see those tropes. Yeah. I'm not talking about when we were young. I'm talking about like, I don't know, like
before we were young.
Before we were young,
where they would show their ankle, they'd be like, "Oh,
yeah, exactly."
So a little bit of ankle.
Talking of that, mate, I can't remember some video or documentary where they were talking about beauty pageants from back in the day, and it was based on their legs and their ankles. Who had the best legs?
Wow.
To the fact that they would cover up waist and above, you wouldn't be able to see who it is, and so the legs would just be there, like on stage. The ankle all the way up to the leg, so this is like
all the way up to what, the butt?
Yeah, they might be in. Well, maybe they don't show that, but my point is they weren't showing her face. They weren't showing her chest, and it was just based on the legs. Who's going to win the beauty pageant? Imagine that. All right, so kissing on the hand and stuff like that. There's loads of
Enchanté.
There's loads of. That's become a little social thing as well, isn't it? That people like to meet each other with a kiss.
Oh, what, like the European like kiss on the cheek.
Well, is it the European thing?
Yeah, well they kiss both. They kiss both ways, like our podcast.
Both ways.
But yeah, I was told because I'm going to France soon. If they let me in after my day. But yeah, when you meet new people, you do the both cheeks.
See, according to anyway, this is maybe British etiquette, but you shouldn't be doing the kiss if it's someone that you've just met, but more if it's someone
in Spain you do. In Spain you do.
Yeah.
Just met, you do the kiss. Started with a kiss.
But then, are you sure that's for men? Because definitely women, they kiss each other.
No, men don't kiss each other like that, no.
Well, I'm not even talking about each other.
No.
But I just mean about them meeting a new...
no, we do, yeah, I have. Well, maybe I've just been doing it wrong and they'd be like, weirdo, what are you doing? What are you kissing for? Don't even know it.
I think I'd do it if the other person's doing it. Rather than just... Why is that funny?
They're like, because I can see that really awkward moment before when you're just waiting. They go,
are you going to kiss me or not? Are you going to kiss me or not?
Yeah, and then she goes forward, and you go, oh, okay. And then she wasn't. She just lost her balance. That's why she went forward. And you're
no, there's that. But then I know certain people who do those things, so I kind of expect it from them because I know them, so I know that's how they're going to greet me, etc. But yeah, it is a bit strange for it to be from random people. One time, I've been interviewed for some TV show. We'll get into that later. And when I first met the woman, she just went in for like the double kisses, and I was like, yeah, I just met you, you know.
If I saw that you were that uncomfortable, I would have went for a third kiss, I think. Just because she was so uncomfortable.
And then start stroking like down the bottom of the chest, flipping open buttons.
This is how we do it, Zach.
Exactly.
No,
you know what it was? It was only because I was at work, so I just felt a little bit more formal. And I just thought, all right, it'll be handshakes. Yeah. Let's see where we're going to set up the cameras.
Well, mate, if you meet some of my Spanish family members, you just get ready for the kiss.
Yeah, is it? Two sides. But then there's the kisses. But then, in some European countries, they go even further. It's like the kisses and then a big bear hug, and it's like, Rrr! And then you move on to the next guy, and it's like 4 kisses, bear hug, Rrr! And you've got to do that. Well, I read or I heard that you've got to, what's it called? You'll be doing that, but you'll obviously have to do that to everyone in the room.
Yeah,
you arrived to.
Well, you
and then
can't
I'll just
change
take a stupid amount of time.
Yeah.
Even in Parliament, I can't remember the country. It was like a European, probably Eastern European country. They had to ban it. It's probably gonna be Russia or something like this. They banned the greeting where you kiss and bear hug each other because it took so much time that. They wasted most of their meeting time. Now imagine that you got to do that to 20 people at the beginning of every meeting. Mate.
But would you do that though? So there was a group of 5 people,
and
you were really close to 2 of them, and 3 of them you knew them, but you knew them through the other people.
Yeah,
like you're not going to give them the same, are you?
I know what you mean.
I'd give like the ones I know a hug. And then the ones I don't, just like a little...
But if you're talking about the Parliament thing, that was like an official greeting. So that's not, I know you so much that we're going to do this. It was like, this is the way we greet each other. I remember when I was young watching that on TV and thinking, what are these guys doing? It's like, do you know what I mean? It was like presidential meetings and like the G8 or whatever they used to have in the old days for that. G7, whatever it is. And I was thinking, well, why are they doing all of this stuff? But that was just the parliamentary greeting. So instead of 2.5 second handshake, it became like 15 second, all right.
Hug.
Kiss, bear hug. Look at your face, bear hug it again.
Yeah, thing we go.
Do a little dance. Exactly.
At the end, like Fresh Prince. But you see, when Trump did these like long handshakes and he used to pull them.
Yeah.
And that he said pull it. Yeah, that's it.
I want him to come and shake my hand, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got defences for that.
Speaking of weird greetings, though, I was at a boxing event the other day.
Yeah.
And I saw a British Olympian, former Olympian, because he's a pro now. His name's Lawrence Okoli. Really big guy.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. And he's walking past me, so I thought, might as well say hello. So I said, you're right. You're right, Lawrence. I'm a big fan. And because he's new, I think because that can fall flat on its face. That can people just go, yeah, right. and then walked past. But because he's new to the pro game and he needs his fans.
Okay, yeah.
So he gave me one of those, you know, like he shook my hand and he pulled me in, and
one of those free partners.
I didn't know what to do, and then when he